In the context of a constantly fluctuating global economy, the topic of the US dollar's potential decline has become a primary concern for many nations. The prospect of the dollar losing its leading position could create enormous shifts, not only for the US economy, but also for economies worldwide that depend heavily on it. Combined with political changes, especially the upcoming US presidential election, the future of the US dollar and America's influence on the international stage is being more closely scrutinized than ever. Many worry that the dollar's weakening could pave the way for other currencies, or even new financial alliances, to take control of the global economy. This US presidential election is particularly significant because the candidates are not only viewed through a domestic lens, but also from an international perspective. While Kamala Harris garners support from those who believe she will advance international cooperation and peaceful diplomacy, Donald Trump appeals to those who appreciate his firm stance on economic and national security issues. However, one less discussed perspective is that of the Brics nations, a major economic bloc including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Each Brics member has its own strategic interests and unique approach, but they share a common goal of reducing dependence on the US dollar to protect their economies from global fluctuations. Kamala Harris, in her role as US Vice President, has consistently emphasized the importance of multilateral cooperation and strengthening alliances. While she hasn't specifically mentioned Brics, her statements about global economic collaboration suggest her awareness of the growing influence of emerging nations. Harris has also stressed that the U.S. must work with emerging economies to address global challenges, from climate change to public health. She believes that unity among nations is key to building a more stable and prosperous world, which may offer hope to Brics countries who seek a greater voice in global economic decisions. In contrast, Donald Trump has taken a more direct approach to Brics, often criticizing the bloc's countries as they attempt to lessen reliance on the dollar. In September 2024, Trump proposed a 100% tariff on imports from countries that move away from the dollar in international transactions, arguing that if the U.S. loses its position as the global financial hub, it would be akin to losing a war. However, this move is not without risks. If this tariff were implemented, it could negatively impact the U.S. economy by raising the cost of imported goods, which would affect consumers and businesses domestically. Additionally, countries subjected to these high tariffs may retaliate, creating trade tensions and disrupting global supply chains. The stance of Brics countries toward the U.S. election candidates also varies significantly. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has expressed a desire for a U.S. administration with a multilateral approach that supports sustainable development goals, especially regarding environmental issues. The Lula administration has committed to international cooperation to mitigate climate change and hopes that the U.S. will share similar commitments. Lula believes that a U.S. government willing to listen and act on global issues would foster a better environment for collaboration between the two countries. For Russia, President Vladimir Putin seems interested in Trump's commitment to resolving the Ukraine conflict. Trump has claimed he could quickly negotiate peace if re-elected, a promise that has sparked both surprise and hope. Russia also recognizes Trump's criticisms of the current administration's handling of the Ukraine situation, with Trump asserting that the conflict would not have escalated under his leadership. While Putin may view Trump as a potential partner in easing tensions, experts caution that any proposed peace agreement must uphold Ukraine's territorial integrity to ensure a sustainable and stable resolution. India, as a developing country with significant influence in Brics, has maintained a neutral stance. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stated that U.S.-India relations will remain strong regardless of who wins the election. The U.S. and India strategic partnership is particularly crucial in defense and technology, and India desires stability in these areas. China, on the other hand, hopes for a U.S. administration that takes a more reconciliatory approach and reduces tensions over trade and geopolitical disputes. Chinese leaders believe that a stable and constructive relationship with the U.S. is vital for addressing global challenges like climate change, public health, and economic stability. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi has stated that China hopes the next U.S. administration will work with China to manage differences and promote cooperation. However, China remains wary of policies that could heighten tensions, especially concerning Taiwan and the South China Sea, where both nations have strong strategic interests. For South Africa, the stance remains neutral, with a primary focus on strengthening economic ties with the U.S. South Africa hopes that the U.S. will continue to support African economic development while it seeks to maintain stable and peaceful relations with the U.S., regardless of the election outcome. Looking further to the Middle East, Iran and the UAE also have distinct preferences for the next U.S. administration. Iran is eager for a U.S. government willing to engage in dialogue, potentially allowing it to re-enter the global economy. Harris has shown openness to renegotiation, including a potential return to the Iran nuclear deal, JCPOA, while Trump continues to maintain a hardline stance, potentially escalating or intensifying sanctions. Consequently, Iran favors a Harris administration, as this openness could help ease economic pressures and promote regional stability. This U.S. presidential election is not only a power struggle within Washington, but also a potential turning point for the global economic and geopolitical order. With Brics countries and many others working to reduce their reliance on the dollar, the U.S. faces a significant challenge in defending its global status. The choice American voters make will directly impact how the U.S. engages in international alliances and whether it can retain its central role in the global economy. From Kamala Harris's collaborative approach to Donald Trump's strong-handed methods, the world watches each U.S. move while Brics nations prepare for new scenarios. The U.S. dollar has long been a symbol of American economic power, and its decline could shake the foundations of the global economy. If Brics succeeds in reducing its dependence on the dollar, this would pose a serious challenge to the U.S. in maintaining its leadership position. Nations like China and Russia are making concerted efforts to create an alternative financial system that enables them to better control international transactions without relying on the dollar. This U.S. election is not just a choice between two candidates, but also a potential reshaping of the global economic order. No matter the result, it is certain that this election will leave a profound mark not only on the U.S. but on the entire world. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next in-depth analyses.